Thank you for having me today. It's an honor to be here. I recently was appointed state senator when John Boccieri went to U.S. Congress back in January. And since then, I've been trying to get around the district the best I can and meet the people that I now represent. People like Mabel, you know, that she's been gone for over 50 years, but she's affecting everybody's lives still, and that needs to be recognized, and that's why I'm here today. I brought a citation down from the state of Ohio, from the state Senate, recognizing her achievements and all she's done, and it's great to see 50-some years later that everybody, you know, the things that she's done has affected people, and it really makes me feel good about the job I'm doing and representing you. And if you ever have any questions or you have anything that things that need to be brought to me that I need to bring from you to Columbus, that's what I'm here for. I'll be here for a while, and we can discuss issues if you'd like. And again, it's just a pleasure for me to be here, so I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
Scarlet Carnation was developed. And at that time, Phil Kusiewski, whom I hadn't seen in a long time, asked about the possibility of sponsoring, his family sponsoring a second marker. And it is through the efforts of Phil and his family that we are here today. And so I would like to first of all thank him for what his family and he has done, but also introduce you to Philip Kusiewski.
How's this? All right? All right?
Yes.
First, I want to thank everyone for being here at the dedication today. Dawn Schaefer, who we met, Karen Perrone. Did the first one, and she's here from the library, right? And Joe, of course, I knew Joe, well, when I was in high school. And we'd see each other at church, you know, we live in Perrysburg now, wife and I, but so I'd see him every once in a while. So I want to thank him also because he's the initial contact. Also the sponsors, I want to thank them because they're important people, the people on the backside of your program there. And you might want to be wondering, or you are probably wondering, who are these people, the children of Ignatius and Anna Kusiewski? My mother's main name was Vicey. They lived out, I think it was called North Webb Extension out there. They had a farm, Vicey's. My father, Ignatius, from Alliance here. So together they had 5 children. And I guess we'll start with, how about the oldest child? You probably wonder who's the oldest. That's my sister, Diana. All right, and her husband, Ron. And then there's me, I'm the next oldest, and my wife, Rosie there. Used to be Mullen from Mullen Avenue there. And then my brother, Raymond. Then we have Cynthia Bianco and her husband, Don. And then Barb and Pete Vega and their daughters there. Okay, so that's who we are. Okay, why do we, Alliance has a lot of sites that can be honored. The reason I've been thinking about this for a while. I remember when I played Little League hot stove baseball. I think it's still going on, right? In Alliance there. And I'd be out there in the outfield or doing something, and I'd see this house. And the trees were different. I see, actually, the ones I saw are probably cut down, and these are other ones. But I thought this was so neat. This house that's in the architecture, Italian ornate, I think, Italianate, and then I'd always always say that, you know, boy, if I lived in this house, I'd be down there at Early's Hill playing baseball every day, you know. So that's how I first became interested in it. And our parents, they went to the ball game. My brother played baseball. And I'm sure we parked right where that red car is at one time. So we spent a lot of time over in this area. So fast forward, I don't know, 30 years or so, the daughter, Stacia there, she went to Ohio State, 2 degrees Ohio State, Ohio Historical Society, who she worked for when she was in college. So she told her mother and I about this program, these markers. And she said, you know, you like to travel around to various cities, and you like photography, and Mom likes shopping, and I mean, it's a great place. Great thing to get involved in. So we got involved in these things. And 1,200 some markers, and she told me, Dad, you take a picture of the marker, and then you send it to the historical site, and then you put your picture on about the marker, and everyone can do that, with this marker too today. And we have the website, and Karen knows the website. It was in the article in the paper, so that you can send a picture and have it posted there on the Historical Center website. So I thought, well, yeah, we'll go around and start doing this. So we live in Perrysburg, Wood County. So my goal was to, let's get as many of these. There were a lot of markers that didn't have pictures. So we went around, and the wife and I, and we would take pictures of all the ones that did not have pictures. So one thing led to another. I said, well, let's see what's in Stark County here. And okay, well, there are a ton of them, but there's only one for Alliance, and lo and behold, they're going to have the carnation marker. So I emailed Joe, and I had all this thing going in my head here, and I got the email address from my brother-in-law, Don, who worked with Joe, son of Columbus. Long story. So I typed this up, and he said, I don't recall ever talking about this thing, and it was, I kind of got ahead of myself a little bit. I called him, I said, hey, my family will sponsor this marker if you folks do all the paperwork, so to speak. I said, so he said, okay, I'll take it to the Howard. He'll run with it. And I got the email back from him and said, hey, if you folks will pay for the marker, we will do all the research and go through all the forms and all that. So that's how that happened. Another thing I would to come out of this is that hopefully that people will say that look at this, and Mabel Harpswell, here we have a marker for here. There are other worthy places in Alliance that should have markers also. Now, the state of Ohio doesn't come down and say, hey, we think you need a marker here. This is pretty historic. It's people like you, people like my family, people, organization, a business that has to sponsor these things. And I talked to Karen already here, and she said that if you feel, a figure in your neighborhood, a building, a institution, something like this, you go to the website and there's a whole myriad of topics that these fall under. And she'll be very helpful to you and point you in the right direction, and hopefully my daughter will be back here, and we'll be back here. Takes about a year or so, doesn't it, I think? So it doesn't happen overnight. But hopefully we'll be back here again for the next one. Our daughter will be back here, and I was talking to Mr. Mayor here, and he's getting the weather right here. This is a great day. I was telling him about on Main Street there, my feet are still cold from that wind blowing down there, and he did a fine job today. Thank you very much.